Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be showing off the physical VEGITO Blue EZA. Obviously I did put out a video this morning, very quickly going over his EZA details, and then of course I did stream the EZA as well, so both of those videos are up on the channel if you want to check them out. Of course, it wouldn't be a showcase without having him in the last slot, so that's wonderful. Might as well not bother supering with these guys since Android 19 does absorb key-based attacks. So since it'll be a little while until he comes back on the rotation, we'll go over again very briefly what he does. He greatly raises attack and defense for one turn on super attack, which is insane because he can potentially super attack up to 4 times in one turn, which means 4 greatly raises of his attack and defense, which, as I say, is just absolutely and utterly ridiculous. Then his passive, they gave him attack and defense 40%, whereas obviously beforehand he didn't have any sort of attack and defense. They upped his damage mitigation from normal attacks from 30% to 40%, and they also updated his ability to... he has a great chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance to become a super. The chance of it becoming a super has been increased from 10% to 25%. So you do have more of a chance to see those additional super attacks. But as you can see from the title of the video, we've kind of all been like freaking out a little bit about this guy today. None of us can honestly believe that he is as good as he is. Like, after what they did with Super VEGITO, like, nobody expected him to be this good. Like, this was the time when we thought, like, you know, even in a world where units like Kale and Caulifla exist, where like Cooler exists, the LR Fusions, LR Rosé, we thought that for this guy they would show restraint because they're too afraid to make him too good. So you see there 1.6 on the first super with no support. Then we get another one, so the greatly raise puts us to 1.8. And we only got 2, so obviously we're taking double digits. This is the early stages, but was that 2 million damage without a crit on a counter? Okay. So that's why, another reason why the greatly raising attack is so good, because obviously counter units in the past have always been very powerful, but obviously nowadays in the current meta in harder events, counters won't really do a lot of damage unless you get crits. But of course, if you're massively boosting your own attack multiple times in the same turn, then your crits will actually be able to do decent damage even without a crit. So I will be taking this guy into the Legendary Goku event and Super Battle Road in different videos, but I wanted to bring him in here first of all, just to show him off on a normal event. Obviously the Infinite Dragon Ball history is a little bit longer, so we can get some multiple attacks out of him. Hopefully we could see the God Roll like 4 super attack turn, and if it's on a rotation where we have either the STR based Goku Black or the Supreme Opie, then we will obviously put out a ridiculous amount of damage. So I am running him on Realm of Gods. Obviously he can be run on a lot of very good teams that have a 170% attack leader, like Potara, Future Saga with the Transforming Trunks, Kamehameha with the AGL Gohan. Like, he just fits on so many teams. And he has very good links. He links up really well with this Kaioken Goku. They both have Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Over in a Flash, and Fierce Battle. And I believe if we get the Super from here as well, I can't remember, actually no, Supreme Kai of Time doesn't have Power Bestowed by God. But he has a very, very good link set. So let's see if he can pop off here. So 2 million attack stat thanks to the support unit. Normal attack, unfortunately we did not get a chance to do another one, but she's on such low health. If she follows us up with a normal attack, then it's going to be GG Android 18. Crit counter for 1.5 mil. So yeah, Tech VEGITO Blue who? Like, I've never really been a fan of Tech VEGITO Blue. I hate the fact that people try and use like APT calcs to try and make him out to be like one of the best TURs in the game. Like, I've been using him fairly consistently since he first came out, and I don't understand what those people are smoking. Like, I feel like we're playing a different game when they say that they think VEGITO Blue is so insanely good. Like, he gets wrecked on turn 1 in Super Battle Road. Obviously he's good in the Legendary Goku event because he has that infinite stack ability, but like, There are just so many units that are better than him before he gets the chance to build up after like 10 turns, which, you know, doesn't really happen in a lot of events. So there is an argument that can be made in longer events that the STR LR VEGITO Blue is better than this guy because of his infinite stack ability. He stacks up much faster than the Tech one. He'll be taking double digits way faster. But yeah, this guy is just so good. Even against the STR UI Goku, he can tank for double digits as long as you super attack. I think it's like twice, maybe 3 times. It does not take a lot for him to be able to tank incredibly well. So we're going to put him in the first slot here just so Kaioken Goku doesn't take him out. We have the support from the STR Goku Black because obviously he's Future and Time Travelers, the VEGITO Blue. So can we get another super? I don't want to see double digits again. And then boom, crit counter. Bye-bye. So yeah, this guy is absolutely ridiculous. I think you could possibly make some arguments for Janemba, but I do think that he is currently the best EZA unit in the game. Janemba needs to be hit to have his passive fully activate. And then once he does take that hit and his passive activates, you can see him hit like a 2 million attack stat. But unless your hidden potential kicks in, then it's only the one attack at the 2 million attack stat. And then of course he will tank very well, which is his major feature. Whereas this VEGITO Blue, he's going to hit 2 million attack stat on that first super attack. And then unless you get unlucky, you're going to get hopefully at least one more super attack. And then he's going to tank ridiculously well as well. And then of course, as we said, if you can get the RNG gods to smile down upon you, you could get 4 super attacks in one go. And because Janemba is kind of let down by the categories that he's on, like you really only run him on like transformation boost and movie bosses. So that's going to be really good. Like he's going to be really good on Cooler's team. But like this guy, like Realm of Gods, Patara, Future, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, and then Last Resort. So when the 5-year finally rolls around for Global, and you can run this guy on a rotation with Tech LR VEGITO Blue, like he is just going to be utterly ridiculous. So let's go ahead here. We'll end up getting the Dokkan attack with him this turn actually, which is pretty perfect. And let's see. I mean, maybe we won't. If we get crit counters, 16 might not still be alive. But okay, we didn't crit on the first one, so I think even if we crit now, we won't actually take him out. So no crits on the counters, but hey, that's 1 million damage that we just did for free. Taking double digits. And then... oh, the emulator... it only made me miss one. I'll take that. So obviously no support on the rotation again, so he's only at 1.7 basically. Still very good with no support. And yeah, obviously he's going to take him out here. Like we're not 3 million with no crit. So yeah, GG. I think that he is definitely in consideration for... I don't know whether... I'm not sure whether to say top 3 or top 2, like TURs in the game. I'm not going to say like best unit, obviously, because that pretty much belongs to LRs. But yeah, like the amount of damage that he can put out and the fact that he can get his defense to be so high, if you do get those multiple supers, is just absolutely like ridiculous. He's just so good. I'm so happy. Like obviously, like I said, we weren't expecting him to be crazy good, but like, because I think it's because we were just trying to be realistic. But like I did tweet about it. Those of you who follow me have probably seen me say this. I probably even mentioned it in a video previously. But like, global first stuff has a habit of being really good. And so there was always this like little part of me, like in my global main heart, that was thinking, you know what, maybe they will like make him crazy good. And yeah, apparently they decided that that's what they were going to do. So he is very, very strong. We do have the Supreme Opie of Time ready to give him a nice buff here. So let's get this for you. Kaioken Goku shouldn't take him out because Cell does have quite a lot of defense. So this should give us an opportunity to get off some supers and then potentially even some counters as well. But I mean, look at Blue Goku linked up with him as well. 3 million attack stat. So yeah, they actually make a very good pairing. Because one of his best link partners is LR VEGITO, but after he fuses. Before he fuses, not so much. So on the Potara team, as long as you can get Vegito to transform, then obviously he'll be his best link partner. But yeah, there's quite a few teams, Kamehameha and Realm of Gods like we're running here, where you can run that Kaioken Goku. And so then of course you've got two very powerful EZA units working together to dish out an absolute ton of damage. So we'll play through this rotation. What are we looking at on the timer? I don't want the video to be too long because I'm going to put out a couple more videos, like I said, of using him in different modes. So we will see this next rotation with him as the last rotation. We shouldn't do too much damage to Tech Cell here. So that should hopefully give Vegito Blue a chance to go off in the next rotation. So I decided to bring STR Rose just because I wanted to bring the STR base Goku Black as a support unit, whereas obviously if I was going to run this team like for a legitimate run on, say, the Legendary Goku event, I would obviously bring the Int Goku Black to run on rotation with Zamasu, just so he can build up that defense. But even the AGL Zamasu, 2 million attack stat, like mine and the friend one that I brought only have one dupe, so that is, of course, he is benefiting massively from the support from the Rose. So, okay, so now this is a good turn because we'll get to see a counter and a him taking a hit before getting off a super. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a Bulma here. So this isn't going to increase our defense, but it is going to give us a bunch of extra attack just so we can decimate Cell here to end the video. So, no super for Goku Black, unfortunately. So let's see. So before his passive, before he's gotten a super to raise his attack and defense, 8k. I mean, that's pretty good. And then a crit for almost 500,000 without a crit. Now 2.7 with the attack up item and the support unit on rotation. Then we get to 2.8. If we get a third, it'll put us to 3. Yeah, look, there you go. 3 million attacks. So, I mean, just look at that sheer amount of damage that he did in one turn. Like, what an absolute unit he is. So, yeah. Global mains, stand proud. We have the best EZA unit, potentially like one of the best TURs. You could definitely still argue that maybe I mean, you could argue that he's not, but you could argue that Cooler is better. Yeah, I actually put out a tweet saying, isn't it kind of funny that when Cooler comes out in 7 days, Global will have essentially gotten the 2 best TURs in the game in like a week. But yeah, that's my build. I haven't changed it since I EZA'd him. I think it's perfectly fine. 8 additional, 15 crit, 3 dodge. Obviously, units that have counters will still counter if they dodge a normal attack. And then the crits you obviously want on counter units. And then the additional to help out with the potential 4th super attack. Or just bonus super attack, I guess, because you're not always going to get 3. If I ever get the... Well, I say ever, but once equipment comes to Global for the 5th year... probably best to up his crit just for those counter. You want like every crit to be a counter basically, but I could definitely see an argument for giving him additional as well, because if he had 11 additional and 15 crit, that's how a lot of people would build him, because a lot of people don't give units 3 dodge, but I do think giving him 18 crit is probably the way to go. So, but there you go, that is the physical EZA Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, best EZA in the game, proud global exclusive for now. Very, very good. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. What events have you used him in? How have you found him? He is an absolute madman. So I can't wait to take him into Super Battle Road. I still need to do the Realm of Gods no items run. Those of you that have been on my streams have seen that I've almost done it quite a few times. And I think he's going to be quite helpful. So, there you go. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.